Hello everybody, welcome to Voices of Friedreich's Ataxia. Our goal is to raise awareness and funds to cure Friedreich's Ataxia, FA. Today we will talk about My Journey to a Friedreich's Ataxia Diagnosis Part 3 by Kendall Harvey. Kendall, I was afraid that this might be the case. You have Friedreich's Ataxia. My doctor looked as shell-shocked as us. He had studied FA in his medical school textbooks, seen one patient during his residency, but he had never treated a patient with FA. He printed off a 6-page document about FA, handed it to me and said, "I'm sorry, but this is about all I know about FA." He said that he didn't really know how to treat me going forward or answer the millions of questions I was bound to have. We were silent. No one knew what to say. I looked at the document without really seeing it. I felt like this had to be a nightmare, a cruel joke or a scene out of someone else's life. Time froze and so did I. Everyone just stared at me. Then Kyle came over, put his arm around my shoulders and said, "It's okay, baby, we can fight this." I snapped back, "No, we can't. This isn't cancer, there's no treatment or cure. It's just going to take away all of my abilities until it kills me. I can't fight that." I still feel horrible about snapping at him like that. When we were leaving that appointment, the receptionist looked at me with the saddest eyes. I felt like I had genetic defect terminal tattooed on my forehead. On the way home, I texted my closest friends and family. I simply said, "Leaving the neurologist. Just got diagnosed. I have Friedreich's ataxia." The only thoughts I remember having were, "I'm going to be in a wheelchair, and then FA will kill me. I guess Kyle and I aren't going to have kids now, because I can't leave him a widower with a house full of kids. Why me?" I remember replying to my friends' worried inquiries with a numb and insufficient response of, "I don't know what Friedreich's ataxia means, I don't know what is going to happen and when. I just know it's genetic and progressive. So, I will just get worse, end up in a wheelchair, and eventually die of heart failure." My village was trying so hard to be supportive, but they were also scared and sad. Just about every person asked, "Aren't you getting a second opinion?" To which I said, "FA isn't that kind of a thing. It's a very accurate and specific blood test and you either have it or you don't." I was scheduled to start my new job later that week. I decided to go ahead and show up, figuring the distraction might be good. Doing something productive had to be better than laying around the house, squeezing my dog and crying. I called my doctor and he prescribed anti-anxiety medication for me, so I got back to life. Meanwhile, my parents were frantically researching. They were desperately seeking information about FA, treatments, local doctors who had any experience with FA, and so on. They were also updating my extended family. They asked for everyone to respect my privacy and give me time and space while we all digested this. I think they were trying to spare me from everyone looking at me the way the receptionist did. They found FARA, the Friedreich's Ataxia Research Alliance, and learned that their annual scientific symposium at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia was the following month. My dad went and said it was like drinking through a fire hose. He took detailed notes and brought home as much hope and information as possible. My favorite story of his from the symposium was meeting Ron Bartak, president and co-founder of FARA. He said Ron hugged him like a lifelong friend and said, "Welcome to the family. I'm sorry for the circumstances that brought you here, but I'm glad to know you." And so began our journey of accepting FA. We all quickly realized that life would never be the same. It would always be complicated by FA. But that certainly didn't mean that life was over. We are armed with knowledge, prayer, and a dedicated team of brilliant professionals working tirelessly against FA. Meanwhile, my job is to fight, every single day, for the life I always wanted, the life I deserve. The FA community is one of hope and passion. I have met the most amazing and inspiring people in this community. As my friend and fellow FA patient, Madelyn Frederick said, the biggest monster, FA, entered my life, and I had no way of defeating it, or even the capability of shrinking it. The only thing I could do is figure out how to grow bigger than it. Nothing can prepare you for a diagnosis like FA. But it isn't the end. Life goes on. It's hard, frustrating and sad fighting FA every day. But the fight is so worth it because life can be so beautiful, even with FA. Kendall Harvey is also an FA patient, and this information was taken from Team Kendall with their permission. The link is provided in description.